girls ever think about?
Oh, nothing. I was just wondering if you were ever gonna think about me again.
I think so.
Oh my, you're so funny.
Do you think you're ever going to think about me again, Chi-Chi?
Oh my gosh!
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, this is Madden NFL21. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Alex Smith and the Washington football team.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football and Big D, as their guys will do battle with the Washington football team.
Greg Zuerlein picking off for Dallas.
Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And down it goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about.
Don't do us like that.
Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return, then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Fake it. Now Smith. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And these guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
I love his mobility, and I think he continues to get better and better as a pocket passer. But how about just his plain intangibles that he brings to the position? Mental toughness, as well as a physical presence that helps power any offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliot. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down, it's Elliot. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 19-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Elliott.
The 16-yard line.
Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And they work this near the 5 will be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliot, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run, and the Cowboys have taken the early lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I don't think anyone would ever call this.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Cowboy.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. They keep on the ground with Elliot. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 6-0 our score after 1.
Cowboys 6. Washington, nothing.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 26 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the hit of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And he's got it to make it now 13-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field. Now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, it's Smith. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Smith. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Washington.
From the 50, it's Smith. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
At the 42-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. He's at the 30. 10.
It don't even matter, baby. It don't matter. It's okay.
Ezekiel Elliott, 88 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Ezekiel Elliott, a guy who considers himself underrated, has told his detractors to put some respect on his name. Hard not to respect a run like that.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
At their own 25-yard line.
Alex Smith and company heading back out there now. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Smith. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. A shotgun snap for Smith. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Throwing again is Smith. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. That's picked up by the Cowboys. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a final return touchdown by the Cowboys. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Zimmerman good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half.
The kickoff for Dallas.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll make it third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Taking it about the 16. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was Ezekiel Elliot who put together a solid first half. His guys are on the road to blowout city. They lead it big. as we send you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Justin Hopkins.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is Tony Pollard. And he returns this to the 22. To the touchdown at Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. First possession of the second half now for Washington. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Smith. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Kelvin Harmon, the man he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Smith. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
It's 4th down.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And we'll see what he can do on the return. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Pick me up. Here we go.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he's got Ezekiel Elliot. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Prescott on first down. Looking deep for Elliott. That's caught inside the 20. And they go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And this offense has really just been humming all game long. So to me, they're just saying, we want to finish this one off in the 3rd quarter so we can coast home in the 4th. And this is just a tremendous play. Something we've seen time and again from this offense.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. That kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click. And I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down.
Good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
First down.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
2 yards.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
On first down, it's Gibson. He'll go down, and that will do it in the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Smith. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Dustin Hopkins now for the Washington field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Haskins' kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
40, Washington 3.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be and you might even make a magazine cover or 2.
He's hoping for more, the cherry on top maybe, as this game goes forward. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. A 20th carry here for Elliot. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score it.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Give me some.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliot, 56 yards. And the Cowboys add on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense heading out. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Smith. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Right there, 54.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Washington.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. To the air again, Smith. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Now Pollard. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliot. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. They go down lead again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. The clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win. It's at the passes they did. Boy, were they